President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has the curators of Ugandan Museum for unearthing and preserving Uganda's heritage for the current and future generation. Let's have more details.
President Yoweri Museveni has commended the curators of Uganda Museum for unearthing and preserving Uganda's heritage for the current and future generations. The president was yesterday evening speaking as the chief guest at the opening of Uganda History exhibition that took place at the Uganda Museum in Kampala. The exhibition marks the 60th anniversary of Uganda's independence celebrations. It celebrates the excitement, optimism, and the promise of the 9th October 1962 while acknowledging that for many Ugandans, independence was just a partial victory and a political triumph that left many injustices unaddressed. The president thanked the panelists who gave testimonies on their recollections about the attainment of 1962 independence. Commenting on the recollections by the panelists, President Museveni highlighted many challenges faced by the people of Uganda at that time. He faulted the traditional leaders for emphasizing the separatedness instead of commonalities that would have united the people of Uganda. Mr. Museveni, who was accompanied by his daughter, Mrs. Natasha Karugire, was guided on a tour of different displays in the Uganda Museum, drawn from remarkable photographic archive of the Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, Makerere University Library, and from archival records held in Britain and Uganda. The Minister for Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities,
As we celebrate 60 years of independence, let's look at the significance of the Buganda Kingdom under Sir Edward Sir Edward Muteesa II, who was the first president of Uganda. And let's have Henry Gwaase with the detailed report.
The 1900 Buganda Agreement between Buganda Kingdom under Kabaka Daudi Chwa, who was 6 years old, and the British leadership, Sir Harry Johnston, brought misunderstanding among them. This was observed when Kabaka's privileges were reduced due to the desire of whites, such as division of his land into Crown and Miiro land, reduction of his power, which made Buganda Kingdom discontented. When Kabaka Muteesa II became the king of Buganda after succeeding his father, he started the struggle for requesting Uganda's independence. This forced the British government, under the orders of Sir Andrew Cohen, to exile Muteesa II in England in order to settle all the disputes. However, the Baganda started requesting for the return of their king, which caused a war called the Kabaka Crisis of 1953. Later on, Muteesa was returned in Uganda after the signing of Namirembe Agreement, which had 5 decrees, that is to say, increase on the number of members on Legislative Council, Uganda's grant to independence, among others. Muteesa II was forced to make a coalition with Milton Obote between Kabaka Yekka and Uganda People's Congress, whereby they never wanted a Catholic party to rule Uganda. After the success of the coalition between Kabaka Yekka and UPC, British granted independence to Uganda, and Kabaka Frederick Luwangula Muteesa II became the first president of Uganda up to May 1966, when Obote attacked the Luwero in Mengo, and Muteesa II exiled to England, where he met his angels of death in 1969.
Signed by appropriate officers.
And these are that about 20 people were killed in all on both sides.
While Uganda celebrates 60 years of independence, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is the longest-serving president of Uganda, who also helped Buganda Kingdom to restore its kingship on 31st July 1993. This year's event is going to take place in Solonko district, and it will begin 7th and 9th October. Henry Gwaase, Edwin Sempagala, Franca Senabulia, Ndejje University TV.
Thank you, Gwaase, for the report. Ndejje University is privileged to have a recording studio at its main campus in Luwero for mass communication and journalism students to benefit from as they improve on their talents and skills in order to become outstanding journalists in the future. We have Miiro with the report.
Ndejje University is a privately owned university and has many facilities in which they are able to help students benefit from as they study their theoretical concepts while also practicing. This comes as a benefit for many students who are currently pursuing their degrees at the university because of the fact that they are able to do practical work while they study due to the availability of facilities at their disposal. The third-year journalism and mass communication students were this week taken through practice with their lecturer, Mr. John Tatiamisa, at the audio recording booth, which is located on the top floor of the complex building at the main campus in Luwero. These students were able to write scripts for a program of their choice and get the opportunity to voice their respective shows for the purposes of practice and perfection. Through this practice, students are able to improve their weaknesses and correct their mistakes accordingly.
Basically, is to train students, giving them the practical skills, because in class they basically do the theory part. So when they come this side, we train them, give them that practical bit of it, because when it comes to media, it's all about practicals.
The studio has a lot of equipment. We've actually put in practice what we've been learning in theory in class. Actually benefited a lot, 99%.
However much they have an advantage of a studio recording booth, some students are asking the university hierarchy to help provide them with Wi-Fi in order for them to do research in a beneficial way while they are at the studio.
We have one challenge of internet. So far that is the only challenge we have.
The university's other facilities that are of good standard include the female hostel at the Lady Pierrine, the Faculty of Health Sciences, the Engineering Faculty, and the IT Department. Ndejje University is also constructing a medical school that will serve a purpose for medical students in the near future. The university is also improving their sports facilities ahead of the 12th East Africa University Games set for December. With all this happening at the university, it helps attract secondary school students to make Ndejje University as their first choice university because of the availability of facilities they can use for practical work. Miiro, Ndejje University TV.
Uganda National Anthem was adopted in 1962 with words and music from Sir William Kakoma. We caught up with a few Ugandans who sang for us the national anthem as they celebrate 60 years of independence on 9th October. And let's have Anslem Ojaru with more with the detailed report.
As Uganda prepares to celebrate her 60 years of independence, many people have been positioned to express out their happiness and excitement through singing the anthem, which was established in 1962.
And may God uphold thee, we lay the future in thy hands, united, free for liberty, together we always stand. Under the land of freedom, our love and labor we give, and we labor whole from our countries go.
O Uganda, may God hold thee. We lay our future in thy hands. United, free for liberty, together we always stand.
O Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in thy hands. United, free for
This indicates how important the anthem is because it possesses elements of peace and harmony. The anthem, which describes the natural beauty of Uganda that is surrounded by water bodies, the green forest and wildlife, was composed by the late George William Kakoma.
Anslem, Ojaru, Ndejje University TV.
May God uphold thee.
And now we look at sports.
The U17 national team had the last group game today afternoon against South Sudan, which they won 4-1 at Abebe Bikila Stadium, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, in ongoing AFCON U17 Sekafa Zonal qualifiers.
I thank all who are supporting us from our country and also people who are in Ethiopia who are supporting us. We are feeling very great to see that we are entering the semi-finals today. We don't know whom we are going to play, but we are still waiting to see the game which is going to play after. Because the tournament has a few countries and a few matches to play. So we have to balance the score. If we lose on the semi-finals, that everything we have done is not good. So that we have to put in our power and then we see how other boys can play also. That's why we changed this. Uganda will be another different and to see how it's also playing.
With today's results, Uganda Cubs seal a place in the semi-final to be played next week. Anslem, Ojaru, live at 8.
Thank you. That was live at 8 at Ndejje University Television, and we remind you that you can as well follow us on different social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And as with that, I wish you a very good evening.